Okay, I'm at Deadhorse Cave at the lower entrance, the easy entrance, the children's entrance, just my speed. But anyway, yeah, the other entrances are a little hard for me, especially by myself. So anyway, I'm gonna very carefully climb down in here. This cave's a bit uneven. Some of it you can walk, some of it you gotta crawl. Makes it interesting. Notice there's a sign over here that doesn't tell you the name of the cave. You just have to take my word for it. Would I lie to you? Actually, I probably would, but anyway, I'm not. This is Deadhorse Cave. Anyway, notice the water level is low. If you come here in the winter, there's like a big puddle of water over there to the left. Right now, the water level is low, so I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, let me go a little farther in here. I'm gonna try to go to a part of the cave, just a tiny part of the cave. Wasn't actually planning on being here today, so anyway, I didn't bring a map with me, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Anyway, there's a way out. Definitely the easiest way out. Obviously the closest way out. Here's another sign warning you about white nose syndrome. Please do not spread germs that kill bats, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I did decontaminate before I came here. I'm going to decontaminate it again. So I just shouldn't be spreading too many germs. Fungus spores. As you can see, the floor here, it's mostly loose rock. That's temporary. That's just part of the cave is like this. When I get down lower, it'll be a little different. More of a traditional lava tube. Very interesting little cave. But yeah, my current plan is to go to Masochist Maze and just do the first dead end branch, then come back. I think that'll only take me about an hour or two. So that'd be a good warm up. Man, it sure is a pretty cave. I mean, despite the floor being all covered with mud, the rest of it's like clean. Anyway, boy, it's cold down here though. Wow. It's above freezing. I don't think it ever gets below freezing in this cave. Unless there's a way down there, but it's easier to go to the right. So I'm gonna go to the right. I'm not here to get myself stuck or hurt. Notice I'm climbing down a rock pile. There's really good airflow in this cave because it actually has at least 3 entrances. Rumor has it as like 4 or 5, but yeah, good luck with that. Anyway, I've never seen a good map of this cave. So yeah. Oh wow, do you hear that? Water flow. Good to know. In fact, if you look down between the rocks here, I don't know if you can see it between my beautiful dirty boots, but yeah, there's water flowing down in the cracks between the rocks underneath me. Wow. This is gonna be fun. Oops. Gotta watch my helmet. Okay. So look at this. Water flow. It looks like clean water, but it's flowing along mud. So yeah, I wouldn't attempt to drink it or anything crazy like that. But there's obviously water in here. But look at all this mud. If you come here in the winter or the spring, early summer, the water level is higher. So it's harder to get through here. Basically, I know a lot of people who come here, this cave, they use the upper entrance because it doesn't flood. I've never done that, but I'll take their word for it. But yeah, over here to the right, see, it stays dry pretty much all the time, but the ceiling's lower. I'm actually on my feet now, not standing, kind of crouching down. But anyway, I like to have some headroom. What's funny, I don't even know if you can see this very well, but there's water that's holding still next to me, and then farther back, there's like a spring. That's what you hear. Wow. Man, I wish I could get back there, but I want to like freeze to death or something. But here, look at the ripples. You can see there's water flow here. Looks like it's flowing to my right, going underneath those rocks. Man, maybe I should bring some food coloring. Would that be bad? As long as it's like biodegradable food coloring. See where it goes. Anyway. There's another view back there. Wow. I can only see from the ripples that there's like a waterfall back there. Way back like 15 feet ahead of me, beyond that rock, I can see like a waterfall back there. But yeah, it's coming through and then it's disappearing. it doesn't go any farther in the cave. It just goes out. Just appears, barely disappears, and it's gone. But boy, I can hear it. I know it's there. Oops. So this room here is like 20 feet wide, but it's not, I'm barely on my feet. I'm crouching over right now. Okay, so check this out. There's a way up there I could go, or there's a way over here I could go. I'm gonna go ahead and go the easy way. Although where I'm going is a right turn eventually, but I'll worry about that when I get closer. Okay, there's the way back to the water passage and the lower entrance. Haven't gotten to any three ways yet. Okay, one three-way. Notice how glossy and smooth the wall is over there. Wow. I'm gonna take off my backpack so I fit through here though. Ow. Since I'm by myself, I have extra flashlights and extra flashlight batteries. Obviously, it would be very difficult to find my way out if my flashlight went bad. Although I guess you could say listen for the water. I can barely hear the water now. It's I'm far enough, and the way it echoes, it muffles pretty quickly because it's white noise. Yeah, I can barely hear the water behind me now, even though it's only like 50 feet behind me. Crazy. I'm curious how if the video's picking it up now. Okay, so now I'm in a room. So check it out. I could have gone through there, but there's another three-way. This is the way I just came through. This is the way out. Well, both of those are the way out. And then coming up to this nice big fat room, tall and wide, lots of room. No sound, no sign of that water, no less than 100 feet behind me. So yeah, I could go out there. That's the way out. I could go around behind there. I could go up over the top, or I could go over here. Now here's the funny part. I was gonna stay right, but I want to show you something. Look at this. Look at this hole. Nice little hole there. There's a bigger hole up there. Nice. So there's all sorts of little nooks and crannies here to explore. So you don't have to sprint through. Another group of people who were here, wow, they made good time. They just went through the lower entrance, sprinted up to the upper entrance and left. So I think they were in here less than an hour. They made very good time. Okay. Now, I need to be a little careful how I climb up here. But the good news is the rocks in here are not slippery. They got good traction. Especially since I have boots on, not just shoes. So, as long as I'm careful, don't really have to worry about falling. So check it out. I'm up on a ledge now, or a pile of breakdown rocks. There's those other two holes I told you about. There's another way. I could climb straight down there. But if you want to check out those other little side holes, check it out. There's a way back through there. You know you want to. Look at the different layers here. How there's like a brownish layer, a reddish layer, a grayish layer. Not only the different colors, but different textures. And then higher up, look at this. More colors and textures. Ooh, ah. This can actually help you navigate the cave too. Be like, okay, this part of the cave looks like this. This part of the cave looks like this. Oops. I'm walking on a big rock. Probably weighs hundreds of pounds, but it's not flat. So look at this. I could probably go around that rock to the left, or I could go around that rock to the right. The funny part is what I'm looking for is over here to the right. So I'm gonna try to stay to the right. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so look at this. There's a way through there, easy enough. I could go over the top of the rock, easy enough. I could go around that way, easy enough. There's the way I came, so that's the way out, easy enough. Okay, now how about some not so easy enough? So look at this. There's a way down there. There's a way down here. This one on the left is the one I want. Let's see here if I can fit through here. Obviously I have to take off my backpack. Okay. Wow. Okay. The good news is it's pretty flat. The bad news is it's a tight crawl. But I'm not going to go very far. So here we go. I'm going to get down on my knees. My beautiful belly button. Oh God. All right. Now we're having fun. There we go. This is the entrance to Masochist Maze. This is the hard part of the cave. This is the main part of the cave. But it's a little difficult. So I'm going to go to the first three-way and turn left, get to the dead end, then turn it around and go back the way I came. I'll save the good part for another day. Preferably with more people. Then we can spread the blame around if we get lost. Well, like I said, I don't have a map with me. So I'm going to not go too far. Make sure I don't get myself lost. That wouldn't be pretty. All right, here's a room where I can sit up, look around. So I'm going to do that. That way you get an idea of where in the world I am. So look at this. Look at the shape of the floor. Notice how in the middle is smooth and it's got little guideways called railroad tracks on each side. And this loose breakdown and so on the left. Up there it splits two ways. I'm going to keep going left. I think to the right's the dead end. And look at the floor. You can see by the shape which way it flowed. If it looks like a smiley face, you're looking up. So it flowed down towards me. Now let me go a little farther forward. I'll turn around to show you where I just came from. Oops, I forgot. I meant to F over 4.5. I meant to F over 5.0. Make sure I have a little depth of field. Yeah, I'm going to go just a few more steps forward. Wow, such a cool room. Let's see if I can remember my way through. I haven't been through this cave in a couple years. So look at this. The easy way is the way out. Down there on the right. Up there, and then over to the left. I think they both go through, but they're more difficult. So I don't particularly care to prove anything, so I'm not going to go over there. Wow, look at the wall though. It's like a dripstone formation on the wall. I didn't know that. All right, so I'm going to keep going up here a little bit till the room gets wider, and then I'm going to decide which way I'm going. If I remember right, oh, I see. Yeah, it's a dead end to the left. I have to go right. It's funny though, because if you look at the floor, it looks easier to the left. It's like, but the ceiling is taller to the right. It's like, man, this cave is tricky. Yeah, see, look at this. It gets tiny, like 2 inches wide over there to the left. Look to the right. Gee, you'll never guess where I'm going. Obviously, somebody put rocks here to mark the way. Yeah. What's funny, this part's really steep. So you can see I'm going uphill. So it's easy enough to remember, okay, downhill is the way out, but that's not gonna last. This cave's very uneven. After I make my left turn, I think I'm gonna be heading downhill. So I have to come back uphill and then downhill to get out of here. Okay, now we're having fun. Now, which way do I need to go? Check it out. There's like a four-way intersection here. I could go hard left, straight left, or to the right, or I can go up here to the left. What's ironic? You know what? Are these dead ends? I'm pretty sure I need to go left. But, all right, I'll go left. Maybe tomorrow or another day I'll come by and inspect that part. Look at the map first, or bring a map with me. I could be going the wrong way. This could be a dead end. It's not like there's an entrance ahead, so probably be better if it's a dead end. Keep me out of trouble. Oops, I got my light at 47. I meant to leave it at 20. I accidentally bumped it. Jesus. Okay. Ow, man. Uh-oh, I think this is a dead end. I think I made a wrong turn. That's funny. You know what? Hang on. I knew I should have looked at the map. Wow. So notice how flat the floor is, but then there's like a little dike or something. Oh, no, no, no. I go up here and to the right. This isn't a dead end. I am going the right way. Nice. All right. Wow. Oh, that's... Oh, this. Yeah, you know what? This is exactly where I want to be. Yeah. Okay. But you know what? I'm kind of tired of crawling already, so I don't think I better stay in too long. So here's the plan. I'm going to go to this intersection so I can show you where I am. Then turn around and go back. Let's save. Okay, but here's the funny part. You see how there's breakdown rock over there? the tube's bigger over there. So basically the easiest thing to do is roll over sideways to get down there. That's the main tube. That's where I want to be. That's where I was planning to turn left. That's the dead end. Or turn right. And that's the way to the main part of the maze. But before I do that, I'm going to go straight up here. Peek around the corner. Wow. Wow. See, there's a way up there. I think it reconnects. Wow. Okay, yeah. But like I said, I don't have a map with me. So rather than doing something stupid and getting myself stuck, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn around here. See, last time I did this, I had a smaller camera rig. It was just a GoPro. This is a bigger camera. It's a nicer camera, but it's harder. I think for tight caves, I might buy a GoPro or something else small again, so it's easier. All right. See, the problem is too, with this nice big camera rig, it's hard to hold it straight, so I'm holding it at an angle. So that makes it more difficult too. It's not ergonomic. With a small camera, it doesn't make that much difference. With a big camera, it's kind of important to hold it easy. Notice it's downhill. So at least I'm crawling downhill. But it's not steep enough that I need to go feet first. You know, if you're going really steep hill downhill, you definitely want to go feet first so you'll get stuck upside down. For this slope, I'm not so worried about it. That's funny. I got my light at 11% right now. I meant to have it at 20. I think I keep bumping it. The light. It's got just a rotating knob to adjust the brightness. Right where I want to put my feet. Here we are is a slightly tighter spot. Nice and tight. Wow. There's only like 3 inches between the top of my camera and the ceiling. Okay, so I can barely fit it in here right side up. Oops. This cave doesn't really have any formations, but I still try to be gentle with it. So now, ceiling's taller. Here's that 4-way again. straight ahead is the way I came in. So I don't wear myself out. I'm not gonna turn here. Oops, next time I come back, I'll try turning right, see if there's anything over there. I'm pretty sure it's a dead end, but I don't remember how far the dead end is. Obviously, I need to be careful. Alright, so here's the part where the tube seems to split, and it's the easy way. This is the dead end. And the hardest way is the way you need to go. What's funny, where the floor looks easiest or the ceiling is lowest, where the ceiling is tallest is where the floor is highest. So there's no obvious best way to go through here. I'm kind of crouching down here, going through a keyhole-shaped cave. So not really standing up, kind of on my knees. Oops, just gotta make sure I don't get myself stuck. It's like narrowest at the waist, where my bones are the widest, except maybe my shoulders. Your rib cage is somewhat flexible. Your pelvis isn't so flexible. Okay, you know what? The video's almost done, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video here and then start again. Make sure I don't miss anything.